let's start the session for today. Meanwhile, others can join parallelly. So, in the yesterday's session team, we were talking about the Fusion certification process. Like in the Fusion application, if anyone have to do the certification, what is the process of doing the Oracle Fusion HCM cloud certification, and what is the cost incurred, and how to book the examination slot, that all we have seen team. And then in yesterday's session, I also explained you how to access Oracle Knowledge Repository. I mean to say, like how we can access the standard Oracle provided documentation for these applications, right team? By going to repository, and you can able to access the implementation guide, etc. How to do that, I have shown the navigation team. And also every quarterly upgrade, when Oracle upgrading their application for every 3 months, where we can find the new features that Oracle bringing in the new releases, like the release notes where we can access in the system. That all I have explained yesterday team. And I also introduced to you how the Oracle Fusion HCM cloud applications will be delivered to the clients or customer when they buy the application from Oracle. In which form the application is being delivered, team? We have discussed yesterday, right? In a cloud-based model, right? How the application is getting delivered? Just in the form of the URL, right? What are the different names that we can call the Fusion applications? That also I have explained you team. We can call it as a URL, or you can call it as instance, or you can call it as link, environment, server, and pod. You can refer the Fusion applications by any of these names I told you team, right? And then from customer to customer, when Oracle selling the product, what will be the difference that you will be noticing in that URL or the web link team? These 4 characters I told you, that is pod number. For one customer, they might be going with some combination. For other customer, they might be going with some other combination. And for some other customer, they might go with some other combination team. Okay. So customer to customer, when Oracle selling the product team, it will be giving up the differentiation in this 4 pod numbers team. Okay. That also I have told you. And we have seen how the look and feel of the application, like once we log in into the Fusion application team, how the application looks like, that all we have seen in our yesterday session. How to log in into the system with our user ID and password. Then what are the home screen functionalities, like what is Springboard, how the functional areas, sub-functional areas, how the navigator we have, then home screen main icons like favorites button, home button, notifications button. That all basic introduction about the look and feel of the application, how the Fusion application looks like, that all we have seen in yesterday's session team. So by yesterday, we completed our 2 demo sessions. First 2 demo sessions we completed team. And from today, as I told you, we will be starting with our regular classes, right? So already people who enrolled till yesterday, we have already shared all the access to the course dashboard and also the materials, everything team. Whoever yet to receive, because till last night we received the enrollments, whoever yet to receive, by today you will be receiving team. The practice environment and materials folder also, I will be sharing it today for all the participants. So I request everyone to follow the community that which you have recently added team, the new community batch that which we have shared only for the enrolled participants team. So we have close to 60 plus. So for all of them, we have shared the participant community batch link in the chat to you. So please do follow. Going forward, any sort of communication with respective to the organization, we will be passing out through that WhatsApp community only team. It might be related to the class schedule, or it might be related to any materials that we have to exchange with you. That will be the point of contact between me and that. Okay, so please do follow whatever the messages that you are receiving in that enrolled WhatsApp group, okay, for November batch, so that you will be up to date with all the things what happening in the training program. Okay, so putting aside those team, let us start with the today's topic. So today, the very first topic that I will be starting in the training will be team, the concept of security administration. So not only as part of the training team, even once you get into the projects, the very first preliminary understanding that you should have within the Fusion application will be this concept of security administration team. Okay, so let me start today's topic with that security administration concept. Okay, let me start today with security administration concept. So what is security administration in the Fusion application team? What we will be discussing in this topic. See, in Fusion application, when it comes to security administration team, in security administration, we have two concepts to discuss majorly. One is user account management. One is user account management, and the other one is role management in the system. So if anyone asks you what you will do in the security concept or in the security administration concept in Fusion application, these are the two concepts that we will be working on in security administration team. One is user account management and the other one is role management in the Fusion application team. First of all, I will start with user account management. What I mean by user account management team, what we will do in this. See, yesterday, when I'm trying to log in into the system team, like if you have to access Oracle Fusion applications, you require your user ID and password. Means team, you require a user account in the system. Now, I am having my user ID team with the name of HCM.NOV and I have a password. When I give my user ID and password and when I click on sign in, then I could able to enter into the application. Team, anyone please confirm, is it with only Sujit or for everyone? Am I audible to everyone?
Yes.
Thanks for
your voice is audible.
Thank you. Thanks for confirming. Sujit, I think there is some issue with your audio. Please try to disconnect and try to connect again. Probably earphones or something you are using, it might be the issue. Please do check out from your end because I think I'm audible to everyone. Yeah, thank you. So when we have to log in into the Fusion application team, we require user ID and password. It means we should have user account in the system team. We should have user account in the system to access the Fusion application team. Okay. Now come to the scenario. As I told you yesterday, team, this is the case. Our client is Tata Group. Okay. Our client is Tata Group. So Tata bought the product from Oracle Corporation team. Tata purchased Oracle Fusion applications from Oracle Corporation. Okay. Team, I'm keeping everyone in mute. Let's have Q&A at end of the session, team, so that it won't get interrupted in between for anyone. Hope you understand. So let's suppose, team, Tata Group is the client or the customer team who bought the product from Oracle, the Oracle Fusion application. Let's say Tata Group given the project to Infosys, who is the implementation partner, who is the consulting software company in the market, who will be implementing the product according to the client requirement, according to their requirement team. So Tata Group given the project to Infosys. Where we will be working? We will be working in these IT companies in the market. I told you, right? Let's suppose team, we are team of 10 members. We are team of 10 members. We are implementation team. Okay. So from Infosys, we 10 members working for Tata client. So we have to implement the Fusion applications. We have to configure the Fusion applications that what our client Tata purchased from Oracle according to their requirement team. So we are 10 members. We deployed for the project team. We are the implementation team. Okay, for Tata client. Now, how we will be able to log in into the Fusion application, how we can able to access the Fusion application team. In order to access the Fusion application, we require our user accounts to be created in the system, correct? So it means what team? For all of our 10 members, the implementation team, we should have our user accounts defined in the system. Correct team? How that user accounts to be created in the system, that is what I'm trying to teach you in security administration. In user account management team, we are going to see how the user accounts for the employees or for the users in the Fusion application will be created. That is what we are going to see in user account management team. How the user accounts will be created for the employees or workers team. So here, if you understood, now we got into the project. We from the Infosys team going to work for Tata Group. They given the project to us. We have to implement the application according to their requirement. How we will be accessing the Fusion application team? All of us should have the user accounts created in the system. How it will be? Usually team in real time, client side IT team, okay, whoever is the IT head, who will be dealing with the applications in their organization team, client only will create the user accounts for all of our 10 members and they will give our credentials team. So we can use them and we can log in and we can start working on the application team like core HR, absence, payroll, one by one, all the modules we can start working upon. But let's say in some scenarios, what happens, what client will give? Client will create one user account for all of our 10 members. Means we have our project manager, right? Or team lead. For that person, the client team will create one user account with all the access and they will ask us, you by yourself create the rest of the user accounts for your team. So it could be vice versa. Either client only will create the user accounts for all of us and they will give, or they will create one user account for our entire team, for our project manager or for our team lead. And they will ask, by using that user, try to log in and create the user accounts for all your teammates. Something like that also they might ask you team. If that is the case, or as an implementation consultant, you should know how in the Fusion application, the new user accounts can be created. Okay. How in the Fusion application, the new user accounts can be created in the system. Okay. That is why I started with the very first topic is security administration team. How in the Fusion application, the user accounts will be created. This is one case for our implementation team, how to create the user account. One more case I will talk about team. Let's suppose we configure the system, everything, all modules we implemented team, core HR, absence, payroll, talent, everything we implemented. We hand over the system to our client Tata Group. Now, our client Tata Group started using the Fusion application team. So every day they will be hiring the employees in the company. So when the employees is being hired in the system, for every employee, organization have to give access to the application, right? Because it's a HR portal or a HR application. Every employee in the organization, require access to the application team in order to book their leaves, in order to check their pay slip, in order to submit their year-end documents. For every activity to perform, all employees in the client side, they require access to the application team. Then for them, how the user accounts will be created? One is for our implementation team. For us, how the user accounts created, we have to see that one. And also for the employees of our client, whoever being hired in the day-to-day life, when employee hired in the system, how the user accounts for them will be created in order to access the application or portal for the employees team. That also we should able to see. So coming to user account management team, there are two ways how in the Fusion application the user accounts will be created team. One is automatic generation of user accounts focus team. One is automatic generation of user account, and the other one is team. Okay. One is automatic generation of user account, and the other one is team manual way of creation. What are the two ways how we can define the user accounts in the Fusion application? One is automatic generation of user accounts, and the other one is team manual way of creating the user account. What is automatic, Kumar? How automatically user accounts will create in the system? See team, for all the employees in the organization team, for all the employees, if you see team, employees means our client employees. Once we given the application to the client, all configurations done, implementation, now client is ready to use the Fusion application team. When they're hiring the employees in the system, okay, in the core HR module, when they're hiring the employees team, automatically system itself will generate the user accounts for the employees. We no need to create the user accounts manually team. HR, when they hiring the employees in the system, automatically application itself will generate the user accounts. It's a predefined automated behavior in the Fusion applications team. For the employees of your client organization, when they're hiring the employees in the system itself will create the user accounts automatically for all the employees team. Okay. If not that, we have manual way of creation. Let's suppose team, there are certain rules which the data should be given properly. It means team, when hiring the employee, HR have to give all the data properly, first name, last name, email ID of the employee, all these things. If any data discrepancy, if HR not given the data properly when hiring the employee team, sometimes the user accounts system might not able to create automatically team. So employee record will create when you hire the employee, but user account for that employee might not able to be created by the system. In exceptional cases, any data discrepancies due to the HR missed while hiring the record, then system might not create the user accounts team. In that case, we have the manual approach. HR admin have to go to the system and manually they have to create the user account. That is from the point of employees of your client organization team. But we, who is the implementation team, we are not employees in the client organization team. We will not be hired in the system as an employee records. We are implementation partners. We are implementation team, right team? So we are not the employees in the client organization team. Then for implementation team, how the user accounts will be created? For the implementation team means for us, when we go to the project team, as I told you, client given only one account for our project manager and asking to define rest of the teammates the user accounts. For implementation team, for all of our teammates or team members, how we can create the user accounts team? we have to also follow this approach. Only for the client employees, if you hiring the employee, we have a task available team for hiring the employee called hire an employee task in the core HR module. Okay. So these all things you will be seeing practically once I perform the transactions in core HR module. As of now, theoretically understand team. So in core HR module, when you are performing hire an employee task and hiring the employee record, only for them, system will generate the user accounts automatically team. Other than the employees, like implementation team, for all of us, if we have to create the user accounts team, then we have manual way of creating the user account. And within employees also, due to any data issues or any data discrepancy, if system not generating the user accounts automatically, for them also HR can use manual approach to create the user account team. So in today's session, I am going to show you how to create the user accounts in the system manually. This one, nothing to show. When we reach to our core HR module team, the next module that we are going to start will be that only, the very first module, core HR. In this module, we will be covering that topic team, like when we hiring the employee, how system generating the user account automatically. Here, nothing to discuss much. System will take care. Now, let us see from the point of creating the user accounts manually. So now we get into the project team. We 10 members deployed for the project. We have to get the access for the application team. Let's assume this is the user ID and password which client created and given to us. This is our project manager user ID. Let's assume team. By using that login ID and credentials, I'm trying to sign. Let's suppose. 1 second. Long time. If I be on the screen, this type of error message I will get. Just refresh and try to sign in team. So as we all know, we will be entering into the application. Correct team. This is the Fusion application. So how we can create the user accounts in the system team? Once you log in into the application, you will be landing upon the springboard area. Correct. If you expand towards the right team, you have a right arrow here, right? Expand towards the right. Okay. You will be having a functional area called tools. What is that team? Here you have tools. Click on tools and scroll down. Under tools, you under tools, what is that team? We have a sub-functional area called security console team. Come to this security console. Okay. In the Fusion application team, the entire security will be handled in a one single concept called security console. What is that team? In the entire Fusion application, the concept of security administration you can handle in a one single area called security console. If anyone joined the session from e-business suite background team, you might be having a different approach. In EBS, used to have Oracle identity management for handling the user accounts, everything. But in Fusion application team, the entire security concept will be handled in a one single concept called security console. Once after logging into the system team, come to tools. Under tools, we have security console. Go to that security console, click on that. You will land upon this security related page team. See, this is security related page. The very first section, you could able to see roles. I will come to that in next 10-15 minutes team in the role management concept. Once after coming to this page, the second section, if you see under roles, we have something called users team, right? Click on users, you will land upon user accounts. So this is the page, or this is the place where in the system who all are having the user accounts, that as an admin you can able to check out here, team. Or if you want to create a new user account for anyone in the system, you have to come to users, and then team, you have here an option called add user account. Click on add user account and you will land upon team add user account. So here is the place where we will be manually creating the user accounts in the system for any one team. It might be for the implementation team, or it might be employees in the client organization when they're getting hired. If system not created the account automatically, manually HR, if they have to create, then this is the place, team. Under security console, come to users and click on add user account, team. This is the user account creation page. Okay. Then when you creating the user account in the system, team, there is something here, see, associated person information and associated person type. By default, it will come with none. But we have one more option, team, here, worker. What is this, team? Here the most important point everyone should understand. See, you are creating the just user account in the system, or you are creating the user account for any existing employee already hired in the system. If employee already hired in the application team, like in core HR module, the hiring will happen, team. If already you hired the employee in the system, employee record exists, but due to the data issues, user account not created, team. You are trying to create the user account for any employee that you already hired in the system, team. In that case, person type, keep it as a worker. Worker. Then one more field will open here. See, worker name. See, worker name. So as a HR admin, if HR want to create the user account for any employee in the system, then team, person type, they have to choose worker, and they could able to search for whom they are trying to create the account. I'm trying to search with some person name with John. Team, it's a training environment. Already we have some employees data available. That is why I could able to see here, team. So these all are the employee records existing in the system who were already hired without user accounts, team. So I'm selecting this John Smith and click on OK. So the first name, last name, the details of the employee got synchronized here, team. So if you are trying to create the user account for the existing employee in the system, then person type choose as worker and search the employee for which employee you are trying to create the user account. This is when, team, if already employee of your client already hired in the system, but account is not yet created, if HR have to manually define, this is the approach, team. But my requirement is what, team? I'm creating the user accounts for the implementation team. We are not employees in the client organization. We will not be hired in the system. We all of our 10 members will require just user accounts, team. No employee records we will have in the system. We will have what? Just user accounts to access the application, to start configuring all the modules in the system. We all require the user accounts, team. In that case, associated person type we have to keep as none. If you are just creating the user accounts, team, you are not associating to any employee record in the system, then keep the person type as none. So when we creating the user accounts for our teammates, the implementation team, when we creating team, we will keep the person type as none. Then account information, keep it as active. If you uncheck this one, it's of no use. Account will be created with inactive status. Inactive means it won't work, like credentials will not work. Keep it active. Then locked, don't uncheck, team. But when account will get locked in the Fusion application, when account will become inactive in the Fusion application, in next 10 minutes, I will tell you. But while you creating the user account, make sure it is active and it should not be locked team. And advanced information, enable administration access for sign in, sign out team. See, we have a concept called single sign on team. In your client organization, if your client using multiple software tools, like they are using Oracle Fusion for their HR, then they are using Microsoft 365 for their Outlook, for their Excel, for other things team. So all accounts, if you want to maintain with single user ID and password, we have the concept called single sign-on. If that implemented in the client's servers team, in the client's organization, all the applications team, in Fusion application also, some additional setups we have to do in the single sign-on. But this will be taken care by middleware or the technical team. We don't need to be bothered about from the point of Fusion consultants. You can just ignore it, team. It's not required to discuss. Then here, user information. Okay. So category by default, we have the option of default team. Then first name, last name, you have to give. Let's say team, I'm giving first name as Triotech and last name as Kumar. Okay. Kumar. HCM I'm giving. Now see team, I have given first name, I have given last name like this. Next I'm going to the fourth tab, email tab. See team, the moment I came to email, if you see the username team, automatically it taken up some combination. What is this team? Triotech dot Kumar HCM means first name dot last name. See team, who told system that the username format in the application should be taken with first name dot last name team? We have a user category, right? Some default category. So we have something here team. We have the scope that I will tell in next class. Okay. We can decide as per our client requirement team. My client is telling Kumar, in my organization, for all my employees, the username format should be their email IDs. Whatever their email IDs are, their work emails that I want to be given. Or in Fusion application, we have the concept of person number team, nothing but employee IDs. When we hire the employee, for every employee ID will generate team. I want that person number as a username or user ID for all my employees, Kumar. As per your client requirement team, you can able to customize this formattings also. That will come from this user category, but that is an extended topic which we will discuss in our next class. Today, I might not be getting that time to discuss that, but in next class, we will see how the user account rules that we can set up for our client team. So let us go with as of now, as per the category level, username format kept as first name dot last name, it's going up team. Okay. So when you creating the user account team, these all details of that person or the user, you have to capture first name, last name. If email is there, that email you can provide team. Then username, let's say I'm giving something like kumar.oracle18@gmail.com. Okay, gmail.com. So for email, I'm giving this person, this one team. Then password, you can give the password here team. So what is the password? I'm going with some password giving here. Okay, and confirm the password team. What is the password you want to give for this user? Okay, okay. So these details we have to be capturing team. First name, last name, then username. What is the password you want to give in the system for that user? That all details we can pass team. Now, creating the user account is not sufficient team. Then what else we have to be giving? We have something called here, see after that, roles. What are roles in the Fusion application team? Now come to this one. What is user account management? We understood. In this concept, we are discussing how many ways we have in the Fusion application for generating the user accounts for the employees or for different implementation users team. Then what is this role management team? What is this role management team? See, in the Fusion application team, the entire concept of security is working on a one concept called RBAC. RBAC, star marked interview question to be noted, team. Mandatory question when it comes to security. It might be fresher or it might be experienced. Okay, how in the Fusion application the security built or security is working. So in the entire Fusion application team, the concept of security is working on a one single concept called RBAC. RBAC means roles based access control. What is that, team? Roles based access control. See, we have different modules, right, team? We have core HR, we have absence, we have payroll, we have different modules in the system. In order to access these all modules, team, Oracle standardly delivers certain roles in the system. What are they? Now, team, I logged in with my hcm.nov. I have an account which I use it to log into the system. When I logged in, team, I could able to see different functionalities in the screen. When it comes to Springboard or Navigator, team, different functional areas I could able to see. Under that, different sub-functional areas I could able to see. How that is happening, team? What are all the functionalities that I can access in the Fusion application? How it is coming, team? That is coming from these roles. For every module in the system, Oracle delivers certain standard roles, team. Means in order to access the core HR module, related functionalities, related configuration, setups, everything, team, you require the roles like human resource manager, okay, then human resource specialist, then human resource analyst, okay. In order to access core HR, absence, and talent team, for the three modules, if you could see, these are the roles that are required. So whatever the user that I am creating, team, for that user, what access I have to be given in the system, to what screens, to what functionalities this user should have access in the system, that is coming from the roles that what we are assigning to this user team. So whenever a user account is being created for an employee or for an implementation person, for any one team, when the user account is created, to what all are the functionalities they can able to access in the Fusion application, that is deciding from rules. So that is why, team, we will call the security administration in the Fusion application team is RBAC, roles based access control. Whatever the roles we assign to the user, to that respective modules or to that respective functionalities, the user can able to access, team. So I will list out some of the roles that Oracle standardly delivered for each of the modules to access, team. For core HR, absence, and talent, we have the roles like this. For payroll, if you have to access, team, the payroll module related functionalities, you have the roles like payroll manager, payroll admin. Don't worry, today I will give the class notes also. Everything is documented already. You can find them in that materials folder, team. So payroll administrator, okay, like that we have the roles for payroll. Then for compensation module, if you have to access, team, you have the roles like compensation manager, compensation administrator, like this, team. Then for OTL also the role sufficient, team. For ORC, Oracle Recruiting Cloud, you have something like recruiting specialist, hiring manager, etc. team. For OLC, Oracle Learning Cloud, you have something called learning specialist, etc. like this. So for every functional area, for every module in the system, in order to access those, Oracle standardly delivers certain roles in the system team. So when we creating the user account in the system, in order to give access to that user team, we have to add the respective roles to that user account. So if I come here team, when I'm creating the user account, I have an option C here, add role. So click on add role. You will land upon this add role membership team. And here you can able to search team. See, whatever the roles you want to search, you can search. First of all, what I will do is team, I won't assign any module related roles. We have one basic role called employee team. I will search with that one C. This is the basic fundamental role. Means if you assign this one team, when the user log in, he could able to access at least to his personal information team. We have a basic role called employee team that I will try to assign first of all, and I will show you. See, when you are practicing, today you will be getting the instance access. Once you start practicing also team, when you searching for the role, you might be seeing sometime duplicates, employee, and again I have one more role, employee. Whatever the role code, this is the role name team. Under that, whatever you are seeing, ORA underscore per underscore, this is role code. Okay. Whatever the role code that you see starting with ORA, that is Oracle. That is Oracle delivered standard role team. Other, whatever you see, they are customly defined roles. Why? Because within the concept of roles, we have the scope to customize Oracle delivered roles and copy them and create the custom roles. That I will talk later. It's not required now. So ignore them. Use Oracle delivered one, employee. So select that and click on add role membership. Now see team, the role added to the user that we are creating team. Now let us see one basic role, employee, I have added to this user team. Let us save and close. The user account will be created in the system. Triotech.Kumar HCM. If you want to cross verify team, in the user account, you can check out Triotech. Give a search. See the user account created team. Let me try to log in with this credentials team. Let me keep or let me sign out from my login. Now I'm trying to log out from my login team, whatever that I have used until now. Now see, whatever the new user account we created, I'm trying to log in with that account team, Triotech.Kumar HCM, and I'm giving the password. Okay, password. See team, I will try to log in into the system, sign in. Now let's check it out. What functionalities this user could able to access. See team, I created the new user account for my worker Kumar. Okay, he could log into the system. What functionalities he could able to see team? Only these four. Why? When I log in with my hcm.nov account, prior to this, whatever the account I'm using, I could able to see many functional areas on the Springboard. If I come to Navigator, many things I could able to see. Even in the right side settings and action, I could able to see many features. But why this Kumar could able to see only these four options team? That is what the security concept team. Roles based access control means that one. I created the user account. What I did, I added one basic employee role. So with that employee role, he will be getting access only to these functionalities team, not anything else. Now what I will do is, I will try to sign out from Kumar login and I will try to log in back with our admin account, that is hcm.nov. Okay. I'm logging back with my admin account where I can have all my access. Why this user could able to see many functionalities on the Springboard team when this account created in the system, all the related roles were assigned to him. That is why he could able to see many things. Now let us try to add more roles to that Kumar account team. Come to tools again, then go to security console, then go to users, right team, users, and search here with that person, Triotech Kumar, right team. Now, as a HR admin, if you want to edit the employee user account in the system and you want to do any sort of updations, you can come to user accounts team. For creating, we went here. If you want to edit the existing one, search the user account team and get into the user account. Click on the display name and you will able to enter into the user account details team. So here we have a couple of options. Reset password, that I will tell. First of all, team, I will click on edit. Click on edit. Now see, the entire user account of this Kumar got editable. So anything I want to do the corrections as a HR admin, I want to change his email ID, I want to correct, you can able to do that team. Now come to roles. Now what I will do team, I will try to add more roles to this user team. Click on add role, then try to add more roles team. Like these all roles I will try to add. Human resource manager. So what is the role that we have to pick up? I told you if duplicates come also, role starting with Aura. Human resource manager I'm adding. Okay, this role added up here. Then I will also add human resource specialist. Okay, I'm trying to improvise his access team. So this one also I'm adding. And let's say I will add payroll administrator. Then also I will add a compensation administrator. Right, team? Then whatever you want team, whatever the modules that you want to give access to this user, add all those roles. They are already delivered by Oracle team. When you come and search, you could able to see all the roles here. Okay. See, now I added more roles to the user now. Correct? Along with employee, human resource manager, human resource specialist, payroll admin, compensation admin, learning specialist. Now save and close team. Save and close team. Now let us try to log in with this Triotech Kumar HCM and let's check it out team. How the user getting access. Let me open incognito. Okay. Then we will try to log in from here team. Okay. One more browser I opened up. Now I'm trying to log in with our triotech.kumar HCM user account team. Let us try to sign in. Now check out whether any change you can observe in the access that employee getting team. Now go to home. Now see team, earlier only 2 or 3 I could able to see, but now see, I could able to see me, procurement, my client group, benefits, enterprise, and tools. Some other options I could able to see. There is an improvisation team. Within my client groups, if you come team C, absences, goals, performance, then payroll, all right? How the functionalities got improvised to this user team? Depending upon the rules. This is what everyone should have understanding. How to create the user accounts we have seen team. When we creating the user account, to which are all the modules that user should have access in the system, to which are all the functionalities that user should have access in the system, we have to add the respective roles team. By default in the system, for all the functional areas, Oracle standardly delivered the roles team. So we have to access that roles to that user account. Then only when the user log in with his user credentials team, he could able to see all that access to the functionalities in the system. I hope everyone understood how to create the user account and how to add the respective roles team. Now come back. As I told you, as a HR, now I came to my original browser with my hcm.november login, what I am in. So team, as a HR admin, if you want to do any sort of updations to the user account, you can come search the account, edit the account here team. Let's say the user forgot his password. He asked HR to reset team. Then if HR want to reset the password team, here we have reset password button. Click on reset password. First is automatic team. If you click on reset password, the person will get automatic reset password link to his email ID. If not team, as a HR admin, you want to manually change the password and send it to him. Then you can change the password to him, new password, confirm password and reset. But here if you observe team, password policy is coming, at least 8 characters, one number. Who told that in the system? The password policy should be at least 8 characters and one number. Not only that one, when I come to user account team, I could able to see here password expiration date trigger with February 29, 2024. Exactly 3 months, 90 days. Today is December 1st team. So exactly February 29th means 90th day. Every 90 days, the password should expire. Who told that in the system? See, my password expiration date trigger means before that employee have to reset his password team. Who told that one? Not only that, when we creating the user account in the system, the moment I given first name and last name, automatically the username format taking up as first name dot last name. Who defined all these rules? See team, within the user account management, we have the provision to configure user account creation rules. We have the provision to define user account creation rules team. Okay, like what is the username format, what is the password complexity, what is the password expiration, all these things you can define team. Basically that all is controlling from this category. Here whatever you are seeing default category, all the rules you can able to configure here. But that concept I will take up in next session team. Just to keep you informed, there is a provision to handle those also. I am just informing you. So resetting the password, not only that one, if you edit team, if you want to correct the employee username, you want to correct the employee first name, last name, email, or any other roles you want to add to the employee, you can add. Any existing roles, if you want to delete, my client is telling, Kumar, I don't want to give compensation module access to this user. Please remove that access. Then come, delete the role is deleted. So going forward, this user will not have the functionalities related to compensation module team. Then remove all roles. At a time, if you want to remove all roles at one go, you can use this one team. See, all roles cleared off. So you have that options team. Within this, we have couple of options like auto provision rules and auto provisioning assignable team. These concepts I will talk again when we reach out to role management team. As of now, in the preliminary classes, I'm not touch basing much on the role management team. My primary focus is on user account creations. How to create the user account, how to add the roles team. But when it comes to role management, we have lot many things to discuss. In the real-time projects team, we have to customize the Oracle delivered roles and we have to create the custom roles in the system. Basically, we have different types within the roles team. Like we have job roles, we have data roles, we have abstract roles. Okay, we have abstract roles. Then we have duty roles. or aggregate privileges. Okay, types of roles, we will call them as team. So we have different types of roles within this team. Like we have job roles, duty roles, abstract roles, duty privileges like that team. So this role management, I have not discussed it deeply. Just at a high level, what are the roles that Oracle delivering? How in the Fusion application, the concept of security built, only that I have shared with you team. Once we complete our functional modules, the functional module training, once we complete team, I'm going to take this topic of role management. Why? Because if I have to talk about customizing the roles according to the client requirement, first of all, you should know in each module what functionalities are there, what are all the configurations or transactional things we have in the modules. Once you are familiar with all these things, then I can explain you deep dively about the roles topic team. So role management, as of now, we have not discussed deeply. At a high level, when we create the user account, by adding the roles, how the access is being provisioned in the Fusion application, we have seen till that thing. Once we come to role management sessions after our functional module training, I will deep dive into the concept of roles. I will explain you what are job roles, what are data roles, abstract duty roles, etc. like that team. Why? Because when it comes to roles team, client will expect, Kumar, I want some customizations in the role access. Only employee logging in with this human resource manager role should able to see only these functionalities, not everything in the system. I can able to do that restrictions team. Or my client is telling, Kumar, if a HR from India log in into the system, he should able to see only the employees data of India, not my employees of US. Some sort of data restrictions your client might expect him. All that customization scope, how to handle, we will see later. But as of now, within this 1 hour of discussion, I want everyone to understand what is security administration, what are the two concepts we have in this, and coming to user account management, how to create the user account and how the access to the user accounts are getting provisioned team. Okay, then click on done team. Then here we have couple of things. If you come to actions button team, okay, see lock account, reset password, delete account, compare user, copy user. What are these things team? First of all, lock account. Why you will lock the account team here? What happens if you lock the account? If I lock the account team, see, status will come locked as yes. Now see, I will try to log in team. Once I will try to log out with our Triotech Kumar. Okay. Now see team, I'm trying to log in with the same credentials. Triotech Kumar HCM. Sign in. System allowing me to sign in? No. What it is telling? Authentication failed. Why? Because your account got locked. Let's suppose team, one of the employee got suspended for 10 days from the organization. So organization want to hold his access also during that 10 days. Then come log the account here so that employee credentials will not work. After that, if you want to make it again unlocking, go to action. Then as admin, you can unlock the account. See, account will get unlocked. Now, if you go and try the same login credentials team, see, now I'm trying the same login credentials. Now system allowing me to log in into the system. So when the account is locked team, you cannot access the application with your credentials. And one more thing here is team, when we given you the user ID and password for practicing, if you try more than 3 times wrong password, account will automatically lock. That is the standard security feature Oracle following team. Means if you try wrongly 3 times the password, account will automatically lock. You have to inform the admin or the HR and they have to reset the locking, they have to unlock and they have to give it back team. That is locking and unlocking. Then team, as a HR admin, if HR want to reset the password of any employee's user account team, reset password within the details also we have, and here also we have team reset password functionality you can able to do from here also. Then delete. Let's say team, you wrongly created the account. You want to clear that account from the system permanently. Then action, delete the account. The account will be deleted team. And if you want to compare two users team, you can compare two users. So you want to compare Triotech Kumar and you want to compare one more user in the system. If anyone you have team, you can search, give and compare button. So based upon the roles assigned to them, you can able to compare both the people, what access they are having. In the compare results, you can able to see that one team. Then we have copy user. What is this team? Say I want to create one more account for one more colleague of this Kumar. I have to create the account team. For that person also, whatever the roles currently Kumar having, I want to give them. So rather than going to add user account, then create the account and add the roles one by one team, I can copy Kumar account team. See, when I go to action, I want the same roles what Kumar is having to the another user team. Then go to copy user team. See, now I landed upon add user account. All the roles from Kumar copied here. My job will be ease. Now I can give the basic details of that new person what I want to create team and I can click on save. So this is one of the advanced feature came in the system. Earlier it was not available team, copy user. So these are the things that which I planned for today's session team. How to create the user account and how the access is getting provisioned in the system we have seen team. There are some other roles also which we have to discuss team, like implementation roles we have. Then in order to access the security console team, we should require IT security manager role that we have. That I will tell in the next session on Monday team. So as we all know, our schedule sessions will be Monday to Friday. The next session will be Monday team. Tomorrow and day after, you will not be having the sessions. Whatever the instance that we will be giving to you, practice the things that what we started today, the concept of security. Try to create the user account, add the roles that what I listed out, and check out how the functionalities are getting improvised, how the access you are getting provisioned in the system team. Not only that team, when you create the user account in the system will also send an email notification to that user also. Let me show you that 1 second. Let me open my mailbox. Okay. Then I have given what team? Kumar.oracle18, right? So let me open my mailbox. 1 second. I stopped sharing my screen. Okay. Yes. Now let me come back team. See, I have given this user team kumar.oracle18, my email ID I have given to this user, right? Now see, I got an email from the system also. See, Oracle Fusion Applications welcome email. And the from address is see ESEC, our URL pod number, it will be coming to ESEC something. See, dear Triotech Kumar HCM, congratulations, your application's account has been successfully created. Please follow the link to reset the password. Like this team, the user who we created in the system will also get the mail confirmation from the system. That is notifications we have in the application team. So in the next session, what I will talk about is what are the further roles that which we have to be discussing in the context of role management. And also I will talk about these rules, like whenever we creating the user account, how the username format is coming automatically, how the username format is coming, first name dot last name, or password complexity, password reset, expiration settings, how these all are coming, the user account rules, that what I discussed here team. I will talk about this concept in our next class team. So any questions as such in today's topic, online people? I'm allowing to unmute. Yeah.
Hi, Kumar.
Yeah, hi,
That,
good morning.
yeah. That till now we are creating manually user accounts, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
How the system create automatically user create?
That should be performed through hiring. So basically in core HR, if you come to my client group, we have the new person where you will be hiring the employee records in the system. So when this hire an employee task we perform for hiring the new worker in the system, then system will generate the user account for them. How that will happen in the transactions time, I will show you.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Yeah. Any other questions, team, with respect to today's topic, or are we good to close the session?
Hey Kumar, hi. I have a small doubt, Kumar.
Who is this? Shiva. Okay.
Like in the real time, is this is a process like HR is going to be hire the employees or like
HR will hire the
how it is
employees.
going to be?
HR will hire the employees.
I think
Once
lots
we
of people
hand,
is there, right? I thought that.
sorry.
Go ahead. So why?
Oh,
Because
well,
like lots of employees are there, right? So I thought that through HDL we are going to be loading it.
HDL is also the option. It depends upon whether you are manually hiring or through HDL. When you hire, also the user account system will automate.
Yeah. Okay, Kumar. Thank you.
Can I know who is this Shiva means? Did you already reach the Shiva or directly you are attending the session today?